So most types of salespeople fall into two different categories. You have your transactional sellers. They tend to sell commodities like cars, appliances, retail, clothing, that sort of thing. And then you have your consultative salespeople. So they may tend to sell specialized items or tailored services. So think about things like SaaS, software as a service companies that are selling subscription services to businesses. You could even, if you want to extrapolate it out, consider a lawyer to be, if they have their own practice, they could even be considered a consultative salesperson. So what's the difference between those? Let's break them down. Transactional is exactly what it sounds like. And unfortunately, sometimes transactional salespeople get a bad rep, and it's what people typically think of with salespeople, where, they're just going, 0 to 60 in 2 seconds in order to get you to buy because it's transactional. If you don't buy it, somebody else will. So there's less of a focus maybe on tailoring their pitch to every customer and more of a numbers game where they're just offering every customer kind of the same pitch over and over again and trying to land a customer that works. So you'll often hear from them, like what I said before, it's a numbers game. So reach out to 1,000 people, and if you're lucky, you may find 2 or 3 people that are willing to buy. Or, if you're selling, let's say, the Toyota Camry, hey, I understand that if there are 100 people that walk in, 2 people are serious about buying, so I'm looking for those 2 people, so I'm just going to go at it every single time. Someone who's consultative, who's working in a more specialized industry, is going to craft a careful outreach campaign or an effort to reach out to a customer, or is going to go work through usually a network of relationships. Sometimes you'll hear that called partnerships or business development, and they'll try to use those relationships. A lot of times LinkedIn comes into effect there in order to reach out to a customer. And then when they actually do have a customer interested in their products, they're going to find out, usually using a system, and I'll break these down further in other videos, but a system like MedPick or Sandler, it's usually just a series of steps to help determine what that customer's pain points are and if their solution's a good effect. So consultative salespeople will often go into a conversation acting as though they don't need you to buy, but they want to diagnose a problem. And they want to make sure that you're a good fit for their solution, as well as that their solution's a good fit for your products, because those sales cycles can often take 3, 6, 12 months to close for a consultative person, versus a transactional sales cycle might be closing the exact same day or maybe a week later. It's usually a very quick process, but a consultative salesperson is going to take a much longer time. So it's important for you to determine what type of sales, and there's no right or wrong here. Don't ignore people's stereotypes of salespeople. You're here for your own success. Understand what makes sense for you and where you want to work. And I'm happy to break these down a bit further and talk about strategies because I've done both. Like and subscribe for more.